Alright. Hey guys, we're back here Wrestling here today, and for the second week in a row, we are back here with the racing on CRL here for the year-long format. And yeah, so the way I figured to do the recording here, in the first half off last week, show that race on replay, and then show this race to start the second half of the season on this one. So race 17 here on the season at Daytona. A couple more changes to the roster too after Michigan. I'm not going to go over too much. I also meant to post before the race too. I had a little bit of a change in one of the winners for the year too. I'm not gonna go over that much either in this one. But anyway, yeah, we're getting off start of the summer stretch of the season. And look at the schedule though. Looks like a classic style NASCAR summer stretch where you have a whole bunch of road course racing, Daytona of course right here, Indy, New Hampshire, Chicagoland. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting summer here for the CRL. And anyway, so getting into the race here today in this one. I am actually not on the right car for the back of the field. I think we should be on the front of the field right now. I'm trying to get my cameras right. Real quick. There we go. Yeah, so here we go. So Gracie Bartlett, she is on the pole here for this race here tonight at Daytona. Her second pole in the season. She actually had the pole at Darlington as well. That was one of the record races I did. Of course, Gracie did get a win, her first career win this year at COTA. You have Kaylin Calicio. She is starting second today in the 25 car. Good qualifying run for her. She's running pretty well in the 25 here. We'll see how she does here tonight. Jalen Bowles in the number 5 car. 4 wins on season. She did get that one win I just mentioned getting modified a little bit. She's also second in the standings by Caleb Campbell going into this race here and looking to really be the main driver to compete against Caleb this season. Brady in the 00. He is another quiet contender for the championship this year in the points, and he has a win this year at Darlington. He's also a 2-time Daytona winner in year-long format. They have Cameron Perkins and Emma Bartlett. Emma, oh so close to that first career win multiple times this year so far, it seems like. We'll see if she can break through here tonight, possibly. The Cameron Perkins, kind of quiet in the points, 13th in the standings, running pretty solid for how I expected him to run here in the season. And we'll see how he does here tonight in this one. They have Eli Johnson and Alex Harmon. Eli, he's actually been another very quiet driver in the points, sitting in the top 10. And Alex, just one of the drivers like Kaylin and Trinity, just getting some experience here in the field for next year when they all are battling for the Rookie of the Year title. And he's been close to winning Cup races, he was especially close in the last Super Speedway race at Talladega. They have Jalen Turner in the number 20 car. She's been looking to try to get to the top 10 in the standings here in these last few weeks. We'll see how she does here in this one, just trying to catch up with both her brothers on that team. And then Nia J in 93 car, the lowest winner in the points so far this season, as she's the only driver outside the top 20 in the points with a win this year so far. They have William Bounce. He's running a special Coke Zero scheme. This is the Coke Zero 400 here at Daytona. And the Can Spinner in the 31 car. William, he has a Daytona 500 win at Daytona here in year-long format. Can Spinner, he has actually never won Daytona so far yet in the league so far. They have Jace Turner and Vinny Scholes. Jace, he's quietly now top 5 in the standings coming into this race here this weekend. And yeah, Jace looking to possibly make a quiet run in the championship. We'll see how it goes here throughout the second half of the season. And then Vinny kind of fall back near the bottom part in the top 20 in the standings so far. And then Kiritan Takorbai and Jet Turner Kiritan, he's still looking to push for that first career win. Had an unfortunate run into Michigan early in that lap 1 wreck. And Jet Turner, he's been one of the drivers that's really turned it up here this season so far, no pun intended there, on the season. And yeah, running very solid standings. We'll see how Jet does here tonight in this one. The Rick Johnson, the last driver among the full-time drivers running the season in the points so far, just hasn't really had a lot of speed in a lot of the races so far. He's next to Carly C, who had some early speed this year, and we'll see how she does here tonight in this one. Then you have the 81. That is actually a new driver for the rest of the season. Trinity Wells, she'll move from her 6 car to his 81 car and run with CRI for the rest of the year, and possibly will be on the team next year. There are already some rumblings about changes to teams and stuff already for next year, especially within the CRI camp. And I guess we're seeing one of them kind of come to fruition right now. We still don't know about anything about Latonya Gray just yet here in this one. But yeah, she's next to Cheryl Simmons, who won't be back next year. The Joshua Bartlett, your big first-time winner last week, he's alongside Kate Summers, another non-returning driver next year. Then Austin Caldwell and Sammy Scholes. I don't expect them to return either. And then Megan Bell, your new Rookie of the Year leader, and Latonya Gray in the 51. Then rounding out the field is Nick Owens and Cale Campbell, who did end up qualifying last based on the speed, of course. I think there's difficulties up to where Cale would have qualified last in this one. Cale Campbell, most wins on the season, and he also did win Daytona 500 last year, or this year. And Caleb has actually won 5 of the last 9 Daytona races here in year-long format. So expect Caleb, as long as he's up front in this one tonight, to be contending for another win here tonight in this one. So with that all out of the way, we'll go ahead and let the field start rolling off here in a moment here in Daytona. So 48 laps here tonight in this one. And yeah, so far, a fun first half of the season. Now we get to open up the second half of this season. And we'll go ahead and let Gracie lead it off here in a second, let the pace car start rolling off here. But yeah, second half of the year starting off here at Daytona. So yeah, some roster changes. I kind of took, like I think I said in Michigan, I took out a lot of the drivers who really didn't seem to care to compete, but basically there was a race win change and a championship change that I kind of did last night, and like I said, I was going to post it this morning, but I never did. So JL Balance got that Rockham win, but actually Emma Bartlett, I'm going to mention her right now, she is now officially the champion for that Beam Martin X Series. I know nobody really seemed to care much about except for like Can Spinner, but yeah, that's just one change, notable change to the league here going to this weekend here in Daytona. And yeah, now we get to have the 28 drivers who actually care to compete throughout the series here for the rest of these races this season. And it's going to be really fun here, hopefully in the second half here, starting off here with Daytona. We're at Atlanta next week, New Hampshire, Indy on this first part of these 8 races. I think the next day is like Nashville, Chicagoland, and then I know Darlington is at off the Southern 500. I forget the race right before Darlington. But anyway, Grayson Bartlett on the pole here in this one. Caitlin Clecio started second. And we could possibly see another surprise winner tonight, too, in this one. You know, the play races, they're usually a bit of a lottery with who can run where and get and who can win and not win. Just, you know, the luck of super speedway racing. Everybody has a chance to be in this one tonight here in Daytona. Also, I'll be honest with you, I probably should have had the field start off on the back stretch instead of pit row, so instead of having this long pace slot to get started the race here tonight in this one here at Daytona. But anyway, as the pace car will pull off here in a moment. And we'll see what happens here tonight in this one. Can Grace Bartlett get her second career win? Can William Bounce pull off a big win? He's missed a good chunk of season. He's way back in the points here in this one so far. But anyway, we're green flag here at Daytona. And we are racing here to start off the summer stretch of the year. 3 wide already on the start here. Jalen Balance thought better of it, decided to get back in line there. Grace Bartlett looks like she will pull away on the bottom lane right now. So this is, of course, the in-game Daytona for the night version. I never actually been loaded for the one, so I would expect the bottom lane to be more dominant on this track. It feels like, because this track does run more closer to how the old school cars run, where they run just like the bottom after a while. And the top lane doesn't really get big runs too, seems like. And when they go 3 wide, of course, the top part of the field, they keep falling back here. So don't expect too much crazy battling in the front here tonight. But yeah, Grace Bartlett looks like she will lead lap 1 easily here on the Bartlett Racing team. So yeah, Gracie and Joshua getting their first career wins this year. Emma Bartlett, she is still looking for victory lane. She's sitting right here in 3rd early on in this one. And yeah, I think Emma will eventually get a win here this season. It's just really a matter if Dot wins. It'll make the cars that don't run as great or run like mid-teens be able to get more wins in the cars that run up front a lot. Because Emma is a front runner, although I can't really say that too, because like Jalen and Caleb talked to the points. They've combined for 10 of the wins so far this year right now. Here in the series, so I got a little bit of hiccup there while talking, but yeah, I think we'll see Emma get a win eventually here as Gracie leading. I was like, Emma will go for lead. They're already 3 wide for the race lead up front. Jalen Turner, Eli Johnson right behind. William Bounce up here too, like I said, nice little Coke Hero scheme. And it's funny, I was looking at the downloaded schemes for the Coke Cool schemes I could get for this car. And there's actually a golden one, but I don't know if I want to run it because there's really no sense in running it. I was thinking about running it somewhere. But yeah, William Bounce and a special 28 car, like I said, here tonight, this one. Emma Bartlett will lead left here today. Like I said, you know, it's more of like a carousel of who's going to end up leading and not leading in this race right now. Look, actually moving through the field, it looks like they are 3 wide back here. And I'm seeing that 46 making moves on the bottom lane, trying to get through some of the field. And like I said too, going to next year already, I have already kind of thought of some of the roster changes already with some of the field. And good possibility, a lot of the Toyota drivers won't return since they haven't really ran really great. Plus, just, you know, just thinking about how next year will look. I mean, I'll probably still get some new drivers. There's already 3 Trinity, Alex and Caitlin. But like Kate, Sammy, Vinny, and Cheryl Simmons, I would expect them to be the 4 not returning, possibly Caldwell as well, since AC Racing isn't really that much active right now. But yeah, everybody else I would expect to be returning in this field among this group of drivers here in this race. But yeah, Emma Bartlett leading early on here at Daytona. But yeah, Cale, like I say, he's moving through there. We're kind of seeing him be able to push up in that bottom lane. Of course, like I said, the top lane, they are going to fall off here. Gracie, she's fallen back a good bit so far here in this one early on, lap 4. And yeah, William Bell is currently in the lead, and Kieran Tagore by Kieran. He is a driver that wants to win a race right here so far, and he could get it tonight. Honestly, I think I always kind of predict who I think is going to win these races kind of already in advance for this quarter of the season. I do have Emma winning this one, but Kieran would not be surprised. But I do got Kieran winning Indy right now in my predictions. Also, Indianapolis will be the next race I do for recording, so we're going to have the next 2 weeks where we won't have recording right on the channel. But yes, as we're working lap 5 here at Daytona, William Bell's leading early on this one. Kieran, Trinity getting up here as well, second bottom lane. Now I'm going to let the field type race car in a second here for a bit, as we are 5 laps in here at Daytona. Yep, there goes Caleb up 4th already in that bottom lane. That 4.6 is fast. Wait, second fastest lap? Wow. Some I'll say right now too with my recent scheduling for everything. So also too, we're doing racing recording Monday. Here's why I've been doing that is because I have not had my Tuesdays off in a while, and my work schedule has actually really changed up a lot. And unfortunately, once again, this next week I'm working 50 hours again. So yeah, Road Atlanta, I'll get the practice done somehow. My race practice day is also messed up now because it was my off day for Thursday, but I'm working Thursdays now too. So yeah, my racing schedule is a little messed up right now too with how my work schedule is unfortunately too. So gotta figure all that out because I think Indy, it may not calm down either. I need to see what Indy is again actually too, because I know the NASCAR weekend right. Just I have that whole weekend off for the Atlanta Motor Speedway NASCAR weekend coming up, but yeah, that's something else I gotta look at too. My current work schedule just messing me up with these races. And there goes Cale Campbell already making some moves up here in the front as he goes for a lead on William Bounce here in this one. And you know, I wouldn't mind him getting some wins here this year since he is a little far back in the points here in this series. And you know, just think about the drivers that have been winning a lot this year so far. Caleb and Jalen, they have absolutely dominated the league so far in the wins category. They have combined for nearly, I want to say they have actually combined for 50 wins so far this year. Let me pull this up real quick while they are racing around. I need to actually confirm this real quick. Where is it? Yeah, 50 wins. So Caleb and Jalen, they have combined for 50 wins, and let me see. I don't even know how many races I've actually ran this year so far overall, but yeah, they've probably won more races overall than the entire field so far. Emma Bartlett now in third with 8 wins. Kylie, Jace both with 7. Maya and Brady with 6. Yeah, Caleb and Jalen, they have 27, 23 wins this year so far, and so yeah, they have been ruthlessly dominant in this field so far this year. As Cale Campbell is leading the bottom lane now in this one. The player car can easily kind of lead this race for a little while, it seems like here, and as the Alex Harvin in second here as well in this one. But yeah, 8 laps in here at Daytona, and Cale Campbell, the driver with the most wins here at Daytona, like I said, he's won 5 last night. He's looking for a 10th Daytona win in just a year-long format tonight, and I still got to do a whole combined track wins for every track in the overall category to see who leads the most in every track. But I think Cale Campbell, he might have that lead for every single track so far. good right now. So you have 3 CRI cars. Also, all 4 CRI cars now are running Arizona paint schemes, funny, you know. So Caleb running the hard version, the alcohol version, of course, the tangerine right now because that's great tonight. But yeah, Jalen Bowles running the kiwi strawberry scheme. Then Tony Gray's the Arizona fruit punch flavor, and then Trinity, she has the mango lemonade scheme, which Kai was just running tonight in this one. So yeah, we get to see all the Arizona schemes, and Jalen Bowles going for the lead. I think Caleb's letting her go for the lead here in this one. Just, you know, have a little bit of fun here in the field and watch the carousel not let Jalen lead his lap possibly too, but we'll see. But yeah, top 3 right now, CRI cars all up there in the front of the field. They have been the most dominant teams here, mainly Caleb and Jalen winning races at this point. But yeah, Jalen's up here as well. She needs to win tonight here to try and get some more points too. Yeah, Jalen Bowles to the lead. I think she will lead this lap here in this one. Gray on the bottom, Turner on the bottom. Carly C up here as well in the Monster Energy scheme. And Megan Bell up here too. She's now in the Rookie of the Year lead over Grace Bartlett and Kierton. And I think mainly Cheryl Samey, the rookie contender there. Yeah, so we're working lap 12 here in this one. Gray now to the race lead. Latonya Gray, a bit of a struggle compared to her teammates so far this year overall. Just hasn't really had the luck, I would say. She's had the speed, but not the luck in the races. Always getting put in the back based on how the field is rated and stuff like that. And right now, Jalen Turner looking for a lead on her as she is currently leading this race. And yeah, it'd be very cool to see Latonya win. She did nearly win this race last year. It was actually Caleb versus Emma at the end of the race here last year in Daytona. But yeah, Gray was up front a lot last year in this year-long format. But yeah, Jalen Turner, she'll get the race lead now in this one. However, working to lap 13 as she is now in the race lead here at Daytona. Rick Johnson up here too, looks like, here in 26 cars. Like I said, we're gonna have the cars kind of rotate themselves around here for now in this one. And now Carly C is going for the race lead now over Jalen Turner, it looks like. So Carly C now in the race lead here at Daytona, working on the lap 14 now in this one. Trey Wells in second, Caleb in third. Can Caleb possibly help Trinity get to the lead here? Oh, they bump right there. Trinity, she gets loose. She goes around into the field, and we're going to have a caution here on lap 14. I'm trying to get to the Cuba here, but it gains me. So slow rolling cars. Trinity Wells goes around here at Daytona. A couple more cars looks like Caldwell has damage. Did the 46 just spin up front? Someone just spun up front. But yeah, we're under caution here. The 81 has just spun out here at Daytona. Thank you, NR2003, for making me have a Fox style camera angle and missing the entire wreck when it started, and because I couldn't get through the cars all the way. But Trinity Wells just got loose on Caleb. I think Caleb, like I said, was going to try to give her a push, go for a lead, and I think it was too much of a push, or he's trying to go around her, and yeah, they just barely bumped. And you know, that always seems to happen with one of Caleb's own cars when he's around them, instead of it being someone else for a change around Caleb that's not on his team. Yeah, Trinity ended up getting loose here. Also, I think someone spun into the wall, and I think it was the 46. Let's see this real quick. Yeah, Caleb slowed up. Yep, that was Caleb Campbell there. So yeah, after the wreck there, Sammy Schultz got into Caleb got a little damage actually from him and Trinity bumping. It looks like somehow, and yeah, just a little bit of a slap into the wall there. Nothing too bad. That 46 car should be fine, but yeah, I was like Austin Caldwell's in trouble here in the back of the field, and yeah, really nothing much else to say there. Just a little fortune there. Trinity was running second there, running good in the 81 car. This is her first race in the 81 on the main CRI team, so just trying to run good here. Yeah, just unfortunate for Trinity there. She was running really good early on. I think Caleb realized he wasn't really going to be able to help her, so he's going to try to pass her on the track, and yeah, it did not work out that well. Let's watch it. Johnson too, actually, right there. But like I said, really nothing Megan Bell was a little. Oh, she got rear ended. Awesome. That's awesome. All right, now Scott who rear ended. And then it's not like everyone just slowed down the brake and everyone, some cars were wobbling. Most of them missed it, but yeah, some of them did not there in this one. Any more cars we really get in the back of the field? We'll look at Vinny Scholes here, and actually, we'll end off with cars. Yeah, Vinny, not really any damage right there in this one. And yeah, we'll go up front to where Carly C is, and we'll end off this replay. So anyway, here at Daytona, Carly C in the race lead. Will be in race lead here on the restart. Only car out of the race after that will be Austin Caldwell. But yeah, Gray to the lead after pit road. Race Barley in second. Sammy Scholes, Nia J, Carly C, William Bounds, Nick Owens, Jalen Bounds, and I think Jay's turning to Cameron Perkins. They are your top 10. Then Joshua Bartlett, last week's winner in Michigan. Although Joshua, he has a good shot tonight to actually be top 10 in the points for the first time in his career in Cup so far. And you know it's crazy. He actually was second to last at Daytona along with Williams. So yeah, very poor start for Joshua in year, but he's kind of getting up here right now in the field. Jalen Turner, Jet Turner, Rick Johnson, Kate Summers, Cam Spinner, Emma Bartlett, Kirsten Corby, Alex Hartman, Cheryl Simmons, and then Eli Johnson, Vinny Scholes, Megan Bell, Kaylin Calicio, Brady C, Cale Campbell, and Trini Wells running field. Like I said, Caldwell, he'll be out of the race here after that one here Daytona. And LaTonya Gray will lead us back here to the green flag here for the CRI camp. And I think once again, we'll just I'll go quiet here for the restart. Really not much to talk about in the race here. Also, don't want to be too loud because of other things in the house. But yeah, just gonna have a bit of a chilled out race video here for the Daytona race. Not too much craziness, I guess. Couple while commentating here in this one. I would like to be a little bit louder, but I feel like really can't either. But anyway, Grayle's back here, lap number 18. About 30 laps to go. Also, since everybody did pit here, everyone should be fine making it to the end of the race now because the fuel window was a thing to kind of look at a little bit with this 48 lap long race tonight. Anyway. Pace car will going down, and LaTonya Gray Willie's back here to the green flag. Gracie Bartlett second. Sammy Scholes, one of your rookies there in third. Nia J and Carl S. your top five. We are back green flag here at Daytona. Oh yeah, everybody gonna be single file, so I'm gonna wait for them to kind of work it out here. Then we'll do some onboards here in this one. Caleb Campbell saw him come over through field. Jace Turner now to the race leader. And, you know, like I said earlier, so Jace has been quietly getting back up there in the points. So look at the points going to be after this race tonight. There's a good possibility we'll have a recreation of the top 3 for 2023. So what I'm trying to say is Caleb was the 2023 champion. Jalen Bell was rookie year in the runner-up. Excuse me, I burped there. And the Jace Turner was actually 3rd in the standing. So yeah, Jace Turner, after a little bit of an off year last year, kind of still ran like bottom top 10 in points, but it was a little weird for him to not be a major title threat compared to how he was here. Yeah, Jace Turner has really done well so far this season, so far getting up there in points. I mean, he did start a little behind this year. Him and Jalen Turner both have, but he's really gotten up there. Hasn't won a lot, but I mean, JST is running really good up front in the points so far this year in this one. As we are just halfway Daytona. Also, I do want to mention too, looking at the 28 cards, we'll look at the 28 really in there on boards. So, you know, one thing I do hate about Coke Zero is how they changed the look of the bottle, because it used to be the black one, black with red. That scheme would have probably looked a lot better, but in that style, because I remember back in 2017 when Madison Yates won Daytona in year-long format, she ran a Coke Zero scheme that style with the black base with the white. This is that the black car probably right. That car was pretty badass to look at, and I really hate that scheme does not exist anymore. But yeah, that was a really cool scheme to think of, and I was thinking about it while I was looking at Williams' car there on the onboard. And man, Caleb Campbell though, he was dicing through the field too right there. He's already second place right behind Jace right now at the moment. Yeah, 46 able to kind of run up there with the pack right now. He did get a little piece of the wreck there earlier. And Gracie Barley, your pulser back here. Kaylin Felicio too. That 25 car looking pretty strong tonight. This one, Jalen Bell, she has a really strong car too. She's up here in this one. And Cam Spinner, he's running up here too. He needs to get some good runs. He hasn't really had amazing runs here this year so far. Megan Bell's been the kind of leader of that team. I think she's a little behind her and Trinity. Both Brady C and Vinny Scholl's all really behind. There's like a couple more cars, But yeah, right now though, yeah, Gracie Bartlett to the race leader at Daytona now in this one. And your top 3, they're all running. Your top 3 starters are all running 1, 2, 3 right now in the field. Here in this one, Gracie Bartlett does lead it here at Daytona right now. Jalen Bell's in 3rd, and Cam Spinner's in 4th. Looks like Jace right now inside the top 5. And Bartlett racing right in the lead. Oh, we have trouble back. Jalen Turner, she goes around. We have a big wreck, multiple big hits there. Another wreck into turn 1, and all starts with Jalen Turner. Big hits here on the track, and we are under caution again here on lap 26. Man, some big hits there on the track. Jalen Turner and Kirsten Tagorbai, it was like they both got together, and then they caught the 46 there again. And yeah, so they're going 3 wide there in this turn. Oh, the 20 and 46 just got together a little bit. And yeah, Jalen Turner caught Caleb and Kate Summers. Man, big hit for Kate Summers into Cameron Perkins. I saw that hit right there as we were trying to get back to on the field. Emma Barley involved too. Big for her. Then Cameron Perkins, yeah, he had nowhere to go in that one. And then there's Caleb Campbell. He just rode the wall the rest of the way on the wreck there. Yeah, so really what happens, they were going 3 wide there. And I think, I guess the spotter didn't tell Caleb he was up top 3 wide all the way. Because there was no way that or the 20 was a little more up too actually. So yeah, they both just barely got together right there. And yeah, then Jalen came back up, turned Caleb, and Kate Summers got caught too with Jalen turning there. Caleb, no one else really hit him. He just went into the wall and slid, and everything else happened in the back of the field here. It looks like in this one, but yeah, unfortunately, again, the 46 car caught up in both wrecks here, getting spun in the turn number 1. Let's go look at some of the onboards here in this one. Yeah, I'll go with Caleb first here. And it's looking like, too, that Mr. Daytona is not going to be back to this one tonight, it looks like. I think he just slid on the wall, too, for a while. So then, Jalen... Let's watch it. You got it. Oh, yeah, Latanya Gray. She's having a good run here. And then, I think Emma Bartlett was the other one involved in this one. Nick Owens has some damage too. Was there anyone else behind them here to end off this part? Nope. So yeah, after this one here, Daytona, we'll be getting back to Alright, back here at Daytona after this one. So yes, after that wreck here, so Jalen Turner's still in the race. Bartlett, Emma Bartlett, Cameron Perkins, Case Edwards, Latanya Gray, all the racer in this one. And yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah, Gray was looking to have a good run here, and unfortunately she got taken this one. Like I said, all that luck she ends up getting here in these races sometimes. Yeah, Perkins big hit there too, and this one Summers another kind of fallback here in the points. And Bartlett, that's gonna hurt for her because she's really been one of the front runners in the points in this series so far. But Gracie Bartlett in the race lead. Kaylin Clisio, Jalen Bounds, Cam Spinner, Alex Hartman, Jason, they all really kind of avoided the wreck there. Then Kirito in the wreck then. Sammy Schultz, Cheryl Sims, Ella Johnson here, top 10 here in this one. And Jalen Turner will be a lap in the car too, so this is going to be very interesting to see what happens here with the 20 car. We're going to expect here for this restart. But yeah, so we're working restart lap 31, just under 20 laps to go here in Daytona in this one. And it's still a pretty good bit of time here to really see who's going to pull off this win here. So far, the top 3 starters are running 1, 2, 3 right now. Maybe one of them will get the win. Maybe we'll see who all can get around Jalen here quickest. I think whoever gets around Jalen the quickest here, that'll likely be the main ones going for the race 190. So maybe we're back green here Daytona, and Bartlett is leading us back to the green flag. Yep, knew that 20 car was going to mess the rest of the field up a little bit here in this one as we're back green. Gracie Bartlett leading us, though, here in green flag. It looks like her, Caitlin, Jalen, Alex, Kirsten, Sammy, Eli so far have gotten away, and the Spinners finally get away. The rest of the field, they're being all held up here. The 46 still in the race here. Some of the damage probably from riding the wall for a long time after that right there. Will likely, yeah, Caleb will not be winning his race tonight in this one. And Jalen Bounds, his main competition to points, she is up here in the field. But yeah, right now it's a bit of a weird breakaway as the 20 car, which had a lot of the damage from the wreck there, did not DNF, and she held up a lot of the field there in this one. Yeah, you see some of the damage there on Caleb's car after that wreck. It looks like he was in the wall for a while there in that one. And then, yeah, everybody else kind of just hanging together right here in the field in this one. A few drivers could have contended for one. Jason was up there earlier. Now he's going to fall back, it looks like. So, Braden C., he's been off the pace since the first wreck, so I wonder if something happened to his car in the first wreck. It didn't really look like he hit anything in that first one, too, actually. And then there's his sister, Carly, back here, too, now. But yes, right now, Grace Bartlett, she is leading here at Daytona. And just over 15 laps to go here in this one. And we'll start forming up more in front now. Looks like Gracie, Kaylin, Kirtan. We have a chance for a pretty big first-time winner here. Eli could get a big win here, too. Jalen, she could win, get a good chunk of points here on Caleb, as she is still a bit of a race behind the whole field. There's still a race behind Caleb in the points based on the fact Caleb has 6 wins, but Jalen now with 4 wins. She's caught up a little bit, but not a lot, because she was runner-up in that last race before I gave the win to her this morning. But, yeah, so we're nearing the end of this one here at Daytona right now. Gracie Bartlett is currently leading this one, as she's leading the train as pulling away from the rest of this field here at the moment. Yeah, almost the entire field is spread. Actually, the top center about segment, they're all just spread out. Alright, so Gracie and Lee. So, right now it looks like it's the top 6 will likely be going for the win here in this one tonight. Sammy's gonna probably fall off here, it looks like a day right now. And Cheryl Simmons, she's actually leading the second group here. Looks like that's William and then Cam along with Cheryl. And Nia's right with them. Cale Campbell's actually finds himself in 13th right now, so yeah, trying to get some points here on and make sure Jalen doesn't gain too much tonight in this one. You got some of the rest field here. Some of these cars still very strong, but you know, with the lap cars in this game, they will make a problem here on this super speedways with the fast cars in this one. Plus, it makes all the cars get names like Nick Owens. He got a little piece of that right there, and that did too in the actual race run. But yeah, so far we're working under 15 laps to go in this one here at Daytona right now, and yeah, well, right now the lead is Gracie Bartlett. They are battling behind, trying to see who's going to try to catch her. Jalen Turner is the slowest car on the track, in Trinity, Megan and Braden, and yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty sure they'll catch him at least once here in this one, but we'll see what happens when they do. But currently, right now, Gracie Bartlett, she is hanging on easily to the lead here. I mean, no surprise because she did end up getting the pole here in this one at 22 strong rate. It'd be funny to see her get a second win this season tonight in this one too. Eli's up here too. You know, Eli Johnson, I have not been talked about much this year, but he's been very quiet so far in the standings here in the series. I mean, he's third in the 960 so far. Last race, Will Springs there. Jalen Downs won that race too. And you know, Jalen, she's been dominating the points there actually too. But Eli, yeah, looking pretty good. Start second half of the year in the 99 car, helping his team out because you know William. I expected William to be the main lead driver over there. But, you know, with Will's injury after Daytona earlier this year, that really so far. But, yeah, Will has already passed at least one car points for Johnson, though. He's working on Caldwell right now. He's got to go chase down Sammy Scholes and Nia, then get some top points. But Eli Johnson, though, running very good so far this year, I will say, for how I expected. And Alex Hardman up here, too. I think he would like to try to get one. Along with Kierton, too. I think it says in Michigan, Kierton's one driver who really wants to get a race win. Jalen Balance, she's been one of the strongest drivers this year so far, and you know she did pull off a Talladega win like this too earlier in the season as well. So she don't count her out right now in this race. Is what I'm trying to say. Man, the Caitlin, she'd be a funny first time winner. I think she would like to get a first win, and then Gracie Bartlett, she's just looking to hang on and get another win right now this year. Also being that top 10 battle points. Right now the top 10 is kind of Joshua, Gracie, and Caitlin Turner. Right there, and then Kate Summers is right there, just in front of them along with Megan Bell and Eli Johnson so far. But yeah, so we're nearing 10 to go in this one, and Gracie Bartlett so far, she's not budged yet from this race lead here at the moment. That's where I intend to go here. And oh, there's Jalen Turner now in this one as Grace Barley's going to pull away here a bit now. So, like I said, the live cards, they are going to play a factor here in this one. Daytona is we're under 10 laps to go. Grace Barley in the race lead now. Alex Hardman actually jumped up to second. Jalen Bounds, she's starting to move early in this one. You know, she didn't lead until the last lap of Talladega. And I think before Richmond, she barely had a lot of laps led, but after Richmond, she gained a lot of laps led on the season as well in the rankings. I think Cale Campbell, he does lead the rankings for almost every category so far. Top 10s, top 5. The fastest laps per race. This one here, Daytona, though, Kierton has it right now, and I wasn't expecting Cale to be faster at Daytona yeah, so right now Jalen Bell sitting in third, and Alex Hartman is second, Eli Johnson in fourth. Eli wasn't fast as actually the Daytona 500. Right now, Gracie Bartlett, she's currently the one in the race lead right now. After they all passed like Jalen Turner for no lap down, looks like Alex will make a run here for Gracie. And that's probably what the field needed. They needed that lap car to spread the field out some more to get runs on the leader. And here comes Alex Hartman for the race lead. Jalen Bell's in second, pushing him in second. Eli Johnson, he's up here too. He wants to try to go for the race win tonight in this one. That 55 car currently out into the race lead. Caitlin will be back here, fall back a bit. And here's Cheryl Simmons, Tia Spinner, and William Bales. Now they could possibly work together to gain up here on the front of the field, but we'll see here by the end of this one here tonight. Right now, Alex leading 7 laps here in Daytona, and right now, Alex Hartman leading this one. Looking for a big upset first win. You know, like I said, there are 3 drivers in the field. They're not really running for points in the championship. They're really running to get experience and to be in the main rookie battle next year, which it could be them 3. I could have more rookies too next year. I don't know yet. But yeah, Alex Hartman leading in this one. It'd be funny to see one of them win. I know Trinity ain't gonna get it tonight, but yeah, right now you got Alex and Caitlin running up here in the front in this one. And yeah, Gracie Bartlett right there too. She's had a strong car all night as well from the 6 laps ago in this one. Eli Johnson, like I said, it'd be cool for him to get a win here this year to help his team out there. Actually, that 55 is kind of part of Johnson Racing. The 25 is kind of held by Turner Racing. Of course, Trinity is now on Caleb's main roster team though, and then Nia, she doesn't really have a main roster team. She has support from Caleb Racing Incorporated. Oh, Trinity Wells right there. That's going to slow Gracie up a lot. And yeah, it's going to let Alex pull out more to the race lead now. These guys and gals will work together to try and now run Alex down in this one. Yeah, that lap car, it'll let the lead car pull away, but you got to think about it. The rest of the pack, they'll still likely be together when they pass that lap car. And yeah, this is going to be the product where they all start drafting together and running down the leader. Because Daytona does have the draft where, of course, the cars will run faster when they're all together in this one. Now 55 is all by himself, so he's not going to have the draft advantage. As we're coming to 5 laps to go, Alex Hartman for the win, but it may not happen as that field, they are running him down after he passed the 81 car. Here comes Grayson Bartlett with a full head of steam on that 55 car. Now 5 laps to go in this one, and Bartlett, seriously, once again, you're 1, 2, 3 on the starting grid. They are almost running 1, 2, 3 right there. They're about to be 1, 2, 3 when Jalen passes Alex in this one. But yeah, 5 laps to go right now. Grayson Bartlett, she's now in the race lead here in this one. Caitlin, Jalen, they are both right there together. Could Caitlin possibly make a run here and go for a first career win? Can Jalen Bales get another win here on the season? She has been, just like Caleb, kind of just equally matching the speed that he's had all year, although she's been behind the points due to having a few more wreck outs in the races, I would say. And of course, too, not much luck either, some of the races too in this one. Caleb, he is up to 11 right now. I don't know what the Caleb is on the computer, but yeah, yeah, there's Caleb right there. As he's in this pack of cars right here, it looks like. Alright, so we're in our 5 laps to go, 3 to go now here, Daytona. Kalen Cleesto to the race lead in this one. Sorry to take a pitch there about some stupid to look at, but yeah, Caitlin leading here, 3 laps to go here tonight at Daytona in this one. Alex Hartman in second, Megan Bell in third. No, Megan Bell's on third, Eli's in third now. But now Caitlin out to the race lead. Now, does the field have anything for her to run her down now in this one? And it's looking like, yeah, Cheryl Simmons, they're up here. Keratin, William, Cam Spinner, they're all now getting up here in the field too in this one. It's Megan Bell. Has got to feel back. Oh, there's some smoke there. I wonder what happened there in that one. It looks like someone got loose somewhere, and then there was no caution for it. But right now, Caitlin Felicio in the race lead, coming to 2 laps going here in this one, Daytona. Alex Hartman in second. Like I said, two drivers running the full season, just running for fun to go into the Rookie of the Year battle next year. And they are now 1-2. Of course, Fortune Trinity's a lap down now after her wreck earlier in this one night. But 2 laps to go. Can Caitlin hang on, possibly win it? Or is Alex going to win it? Or is Eli or Jalen going to make a move here in this one? Cheryl Simmons, she's up here too. 2 laps to go here at Daytona. and it's almost anyone's game really. Or the 25 car could hang on here and possibly win this race as well. Right, Kalen Cleese in the race leads like that. So her and Alex, they debuted at Darlington this year. That was almost 10 races ago. And in Trinity, she debuted at Martinsville in this one. And Eli Johnson, right there in third, he's going to make a move on the 55 car. He wants to try to get to the lead here. Now, here's one thing. If the field does not work together to try to pass the leader, they're not going to get past the leader in this one. But yeah, right now, Caitlin in the race lead, coming to the white flag. Almost one lap here at Daytona. And let's see, can Caitlin Cleese hang on? Will the field make a run on this 25 car? Eli Johnson right there in second. Bray to see. He could play a role in this. Eli car right there just in front of them. Eli second. Caitlin, she's going to high lane here. That 00 car. They are approaching him fast here. And a 25 car around on the top. Eli Johnson, Cheryl Simmons. They'll be right there in that line. And it looks like the 00 will likely hold the rest of those cars up here in this one. Yeah, he will. He's going to go up there, hold Alex and Jalen instead of holding up Keratin and William. But Caitlin Cleese, she's in the lead, down to 3-4 for the final time. And it looks like we might get an upset winner. Cheryl Simmons breaks the draft away from Eli Johnson. I don't think Cheryl will get there in time. Off of turn 4 for the final time. And we have an upset first-time winner here at Daytona. Cheryl Simmons, no run. She won't be able to get there in time. Caitlin Cleese wins it here at Daytona. An upset first-time winner as Caitlin Cleese gets the race win. As the rest of the field will come around and get to the start-finish line here in this one. And Caitlin Cleese, she is a first-time winner here at Daytona. An upset win for the 25 team. And, let's go and get to your celebrations here after this one here at Daytona. How about this one, Daytona? Definitely a driver I did not expect to win tonight in this one. Caitlin Cleese gets her first career win. And she'll do the burnouts here on the front stretch here at Daytona. And yeah, first time winner. We have our 5th first time winner this year. I think it does have a league record tied, of course. A lot of drivers have not won yet here. And hey, another one that's happened in the recordings here. Last week was Joshua from Michigan. Again, this is a big first win. One of my friends in real life and yeah, great way for her to win. And she'll get burned out at Daytona. She is your race winner here in this one. I'm going to let races here still play out, and we'll get back here to the results here and your points after this one here. Alright, here are your results here after Daytona. So Caitlin Cleese does get the race win here at Daytona. It was definitely deserved to win because, starting second and being able to run there in the front all race. Cheryl Simmons, she got there right there at the end. And yeah, and funny enough too, so when I was running the race too, of course, since I'm running my 46 car in these races, I was watching the battle lead on the live little thing you look at in the game when you're looking at scoring for where everyone is. I was watching it. I was thinking, like, man, who's gonna win this race? I had no clue who's gonna win it. And then once Kayla won, I knew this was gonna be a real funny win for the league here. Yeah, Cheryl Simmons in second there. She was able to pull off the runner-up finish here in this one. Eli Johnson carried the core by his best finish of the year so far. Good run for him tonight in this one. William Bell's great run for him. Grace Brawley, your poles there. She led the most laps, nearly half the race there, because she was leading a lot of the second part of the race there at the end when everyone was spread out. Alex Harmon, good run for him. Almost another one here. Jalen Bell's good run for her, and could have been a little bit better, but that lap car for Bracy being the lap car kind of messed her and Alex up there at the end of the race. They could have been 4th and 5th, but yeah, Bracy had to go with them, block them instead of Kirsten and William there. Jet Turner, Cam Spinner, and Jet Turner round out your top 10. Joshua Bartlett, Sammy Scholes, Caleb Campbell, able to get back up to 13th after being involved in both wrecks tonight in this one. Carly C, Nia J, Nick Owens, Jace Turner, Rick Johnson, Vinny Scholes, all officially left. Vinny actually spun a lot right there when you saw the smoke on the final few laps. I think she brake checked on Caleb or something like that, and then ended up spinning out. Of course, be her brake checking on Caleb that causes another issue on track. But fortunately, no cautioning. That was right. That would have ended the race right there too. Brandon C, Mega Bell, Trinity Wells, and Jalen Turner, they all finished laps down there in the race, and everybody else they had wrecked out earlier on in the race. It was actually a pretty fun, solid race here at Daytona. Nice, like I said, chill out night race here we had here in this one. And yeah, now here are your points. So also I will note too with Jalen, before I actually redeclared that win for her from Rockingham, she actually got the points for the win already, except for one more point. So she is now 41 behind Caleb instead of being like 52. And I know I brought Caleb's points lead down a little bit too to kind of reflect the size of the field we're going to have right now for what the drivers can gain in the points here. But yeah, Jalen Bounds, she's still the main one behind Caleb here in this one. Jay Turner right there in third. Emma Bartlett fourth. Bracey your top five. Jet Turner, they're all together in the top six. They're almost on third through six. They're really in a league of their own. Then yeah, 4, 6, and 5, they are in another league of their own, and then everybody else, they're kind of just running around wherever they are in the points so far this year. But anyway, good job for Eli John so far. He's been running very well in the points here so far this year. Mega Bell, your new Rookie of the Year leader, and I think she can easily hold that Rookie of the Year lead over Gracie Bartlett, and we'll see if Kirsten can make a run there and get up in the points eventually. But Kay Summers, I think she'll fall back more in the points here. She hasn't been running really great lately. But how about Joshua Bartlett? Top 10 in the standings for the first time in his career. Gracie, she's right there, so is Jalen Turner. I think one of these three will be 11th in the points here for a while pretty soon, and then the other two will be up there. I think Kate will fall out eventually in the top 10. It's just bound to happen eventually so far. But yeah, Cameron Perkins sitting in 13th quietly there. Nick Owens, Cam Spinner, Kieran in the Corby. Like I said, we'll see if he can make a run there in the Rookie of the Year standings. He's got the car to do it. It's just that he doesn't have the luck to do it. Cara C, Latonya Gray, Cheryl Simmons being shortly top 20, then everybody else here in the bottom field. And, it's a bit of a gap to everybody else in the bottom, no matter where you are almost. And it's 21st on back. Kaylin by herself, right there with Nia, just a bit behind her. And like I said, yeah, Kaylin, Alex, and Trina, they're not really full-time drivers, so I'm not really worried about counting them fully in the points right now. But yeah, like Anaya, Sammy, William, Austin, Rick, they're all just kind of in the back here. Boys, of course, William with the injury earlier in the year, but I could be running down some of these cars here more. I think he'll get to top 20 by the end of the year. But yeah, good. Just need some good runs like he had here tonight as well in this one. But anyway, that'll be it for the video here in this one. I'm sorry if it wasn't really much enthusiastic in the video. I didn't want to be too loud to annoy everyone in my house. But anyway, next race recording will be Indianapolis, but next week will be Road Atlanta, a home state race here in CRL for the year-long format. And yeah, that should be a fun one over at Road Atlanta on that road course in the game. Also, I will say too, so I did go to Road Atlanta in real life last year. I would just say the track is not fully accurate in the game, but there's not really an accurate version of Road Atlanta for this game either anyway. But it's still a fun track to race on. I'm going to enjoy running it for this Cup season. And yeah, thank y'all for supporting the channel like always for all the videos I usually do with this channel whenever I can. And also kind of just following on, watching, seeing how the league's been going, all the races here in this series and the 96 season as well. And yeah, so Camp Race League signing out, and I'll see y'all in the next one.